I made it to beautiful Florida. I am here for the Florida RV SuperShow, and what is so cool is our Airbnb that we are staying at is right on this canal. There are all these egrets flying around. I think that they're egrets. These beautiful white birds keep flying in onto the water. I had a bunch of flight issues yesterday. My flight was supposed to be at 5 a.m. Well, I show up at the airport and realize I forgot my ID, and I never ever have forgotten my ID before. So that was a whole thing because I missed my flight. Luckily they were able to get me on a later flight, but that meant that I didn't land here in Tampa till midnight. So by the time I made it to our Airbnb, it was almost 1 a.m. but I am so excited to be here because it's going to be a really fun day, and I'm getting to connect with all my friends, with Bob and Hillary, the Van Caskys, and with Neil and Britt, and I get to see a lot of others, so it's going to be a really good day.
You're not getting a shot at my backside, are you? That's creepy.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm here with Isaac with Where Are We Going?
Where are we going?
Where are we going? This is one of my friends that I've met through van life and meeting him at all the van expos. So check out his channel. He shares a lot about different vans, RVs. So if you have any questions about that, his channel is a great place to find out good reviews. Here's Bob and Hillary. I haven't said hi to you guys. Well, I've said hi, but not on here. I've ignored them all day.
Yeah.
Are you guys excited for the rest of the week?
We are.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're so excited. Everybody, this thing is gonna be wild.
Are you tired already?
Exhausted.
Yeah.
It hasn't even started. We're exhausted.
Yeah. You guys remember Neil and Britt from their show on YouTube, and also Britt from doing all of the hot springs with me in Idaho and our trip up through Idaho and Montana. And then we also have Teresa. Her channel is Beyond the Fern, and she has some amazing stuff that she shows traveling in her Noovo Light.
He is the youngest YouTuber RV influencer.
That is awesome.
I love that.
Isn't that cool?
So like I'm at like 300 subscribers. People have to start somewhere.
Add in your
the
channel for me
Wingamm
so
event.
I can subscribe
And
for
I gave him
you.
a shout out.
Cohen was letting us know that he only has 300 subscribers, and we were all telling him we've all started there. He's subscribed. All right, so all my subscribers, if you want to support some young YouTuber who actually has 2 cats, what are their names again?
Neo and Monday, they're super cute.
Yeah. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. I have friends that met me with M&Ms for my sweet tooth.
I'm Crystal.
I'm Carla.
And they came out to meet me and say hi. You guys follow my channel.
Absolutely.
And Apollo.
And Apollo.
But they brought me M&Ms. Wasn't that so sweet? Thank you guys so much.
Sweet for the sweet.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you very much.
We love that. Very kind.
This is Tev.
Right.
And your husband.
Scott.
Scott. And then who is this little guy?
Charm.
And this is Charm. Tev commented on one of my videos that my coffee carafe needed cleaned better, and so she brought me a magic eraser, which is amazing. Thank you guys for watching.
Sure,
I appreciate
absolutely,
it.
all the time.
I am here with a very special family who actually just bought this new van behind me. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Todd.
Tangy.
And I'm Taden.
They watched the videos of me taking the Plus up in the snow, and so they are walking away with the Plus. And are you guys excited?
Very excited.
We are super excited.
Golf is going to be the main ordeal with this.
We're not going in the snow and back up like you can, but she can drive backwards very well.
But yeah, there's no way I can, from a dead stop, get up that hill. It's like I got to that one point and the incline is just so stinking up that it's like my wheels just stop turning. I am very happy for them. Thank you guys for watching all of my videos. It's fun. I can't wait to see all your adventures too. I'm here with Phil and his wife Lisa, and they are looking at maybe the Mercedes here.
Yes, the
Yeah.
next.
More than looking at, we have a deposit down on one.
Oh, you do?
So
Well, that's
we are-
exciting.
Yes.
We would take it home today if they'd let us.
Oh, well, maybe I could put in a good word for
Well,
you.
thank you.
Do you guys travel with your 2 cats?
That's
right.
right.
And
Yeah.
what are their names?
Pixie and Moose.
Oh, Oh, that's exciting.
Yes.
Well, Apollo says hi to them. Let them know.
We love Apollo's Adventure.
So nice to meet you guys.
It was nice to meet you, and
Yes,
we love
thank
your
you.
show.
Oh, thank you.
Well, your channel.
I am here with Martha and Jeff.
Beth.
And who do you guys like watching? Is it?
Well, of course, we love to watch Beth. Midlife Adventures.
But it's Apollo, right?
And
And Apollo. That's who they're talking
And
about.
then, watch the antics that's
Yes.
going on in the van between them.
Between them.
Because you always say things like, "Oh, look, they're getting along." You hear,
Yeah.
We love watching you. You're intriguing us to go to Hot Springs.
Oh,
we
yes.
have to go to Hot
we've
Springs.
actually made notes on a couple of them.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we're
good.
going there.
Yeah.
Well,
Try
if you
to
guys
do
are ever
those.
going to a specific state, let me know and I'll give you some recommendations. So I was going to share, Anna brought me this beautiful dragonfly.
Well, your authenticity is the priority, the number one, that you're very authentic. You show how it is exactly. You don't make it look like it's always easy. Make it very real, and you show your ups and you show your downs, and that's how it influences. I learned from it.
It's a learning curve, and you can always look back and see how you would have done things differently. But I feel like if you don't share that, then people just assume you handle every situation perfectly every time, and that's just not real life. And I'm
Thank you. I'm
excited
glad
about
to-
my dragonfly because every time I see this as I'm driving, I will think of you now.
And so this one is inspiring me to get my own sticker too.
This is Laura, and you just bought a van, right?
Yep, I have a light. I'm going to pick it up at the end of April.
That's exciting.
Super excited to see it in person.
Yes, and you already travel on the road full time.
I do.
So-
I have a travel trailer and I'm moving on to a van because I have a cat too.
Okay. Oh, what's your cat's name?
Spice. She adopted me over in Saudi Arabia, so she's...
how cool is that?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's so cool. Well, tell Spice me and Apollo say hi.
I will do that. I will do
And
that.
congratulations.
Thank you, Beth.
All right. This is Deborah. She just came up and introduced herself to me.
Yes, yes.
So you follow my channel, you said?
I do follow your channel. I love your quote of life begins at the end of your comfort zone. A friend of mine recently moved, changed her lifestyle, and I sent her that quote. And she wrote back and said it meant a lot to her. And I own America's KOA and I wanted to look you up. I love the Nouveau's. Nice, very nice product.
Well, I will definitely come check out your KOA. That would be great.
Great,
Thank you.
thank you. All right.
Talk about being overwhelmed. These are all the vendors. This is the biggest RV show in the United States, and being my very first one I've ever gone to, I cannot believe how many different vendors are here, van companies, RV companies. I feel like I'm definitely gonna get my steps in by the end of this week. I'm not gonna have any voice left, and my feet are getting a good workout. I'll just say that. There are so many RVs here. Did I say that? Like, I don't even know the square footage of this place, but it is crazy how many there are. This right here is the Noovo Nex. This is their Mercedes. I love the pockets for holding different items in here. And then you have the seating area with the swivel front driver's seat. There's an incredible countertop here that has a hidden induction stove with 2 burners that are hidden, which is actually very cool. And you have controllers here to turn on your burners. But what I love about the Mercedes is their bed actually lifts back here, so you can sit propped up and have your cup of coffee and you're still in that north to south bed. They also have built-in wall cubbies, which I would totally use these for bookshelves because I love to read. In the back by the bed, you're gonna have your Garmin system, which is really nice, and you have a second Garmin system from the dining area as well too. Above your dining table is where you're gonna find your second Garmin system, and this one allows you access from the front of the rig. It tells you everything going on here inside your vehicle. So here's the back of the bed all raised, and look at the beautiful way they did the lettering in here with their logo. I love it. I'm absolutely in love with all this garage space. But the other really nice thing about this van is I would obviously put on the Rover package where you have your spare tire, you have your ladder, and then on the other side, you're gonna have your boxes for storing all of your hoses, all of your tools, anything that you might need while you're on the road. You can pull it down on this side and then look at all the storage that you have for all your extra things that maybe you don't want to actually put inside the garage just to keep it cleaner.
What we love about our story is it's still two founders that are completely involved in the business, still own and operate at a very tactical level. And one of them was building he comes from South Africa and led these huge adventure tours through the safari. So he's thinking about ruggedness of design, durability. And then our other founder was a tech entrepreneur. And so he's thinking about things like Starlink and technology and a really awesome diesel furnace and an incredible air conditioner. And we have got, I think they've put together a very unique build in the industry. The aesthetic is different, a little bit futuristic and angular, and all the bells and whistles that you would want in an adventure van. Full powder coated aluminum galley, solid surface countertops, and the attention to detail, right? Our cabinetry with the 45-degree angles, these are all built in-house in Cincinnati. Some really smart and usable things, such as, hitting a 90-degree angle when you're in a small van. It's not easy to build a 3-piece ceiling, but we do because we like the aesthetic and the feel, and it's not just a flat, plain white roof. So you can see as you're at the galley, and what we love about the garage and the flow of our van is it's very open and great. But our competitors and most of the industry, they had not taken the time to design their own seat like we did. So it's a 3-position seat. So you've got, and this is a driver mode, and then of course it turns into a bed.
Oh, that's nice.
And then this guy comes up. So now you have your bed, and our competitors pretty much stop here, which is still a little bit tight.
Yeah.
But when you go into that sunset mode, which you just spin the chair around.
Okay.
Now you get all your space back.
That's awesome. I can definitely see the futuristic look, especially with the ceiling and the way the paint is. It almost feels a little bit like that movie Tron.
Best insulated van on the market because we have access through relationships to a product called Solar Core.
Okay.
And Solar Core was a NASA developed product for space systems, but more commonly used in Helly Hansen, trekking and Everest hiking, in their boots and jackets and stuff. So we do kill mat, which is a vibration canceller and insulator. Then we throw in the Solar Core, and then we put in the Havelock wool. So there's triple insulation in our van.
So your toilet and shower all stored down in here.
Of course, you would remove the cassette toilet. This is normally here, but you just unscrew these, that drops down.
Okay.
Put this up.
Oh, it goes right inside those little, that's nice. Now, I'm assuming when this box is closed completely, you can sit on it as well?
And it's a good bed step.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
And then this one's kind of set up where you see you got your nice little working desk.
Oh, I do like that, yeah.
And we have straps, so you can do straps, but we find it's really nice and durable. If you're in the van working, I like to put this part in.
Yeah. This right here is the Wingamm. What I really like when you first come in is that there's all these open seating here. And then you have this really big table area and banquette. So you could actually fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people sitting around this, which is really nice. And then as you step in, you have your kitchen area right here, 2 stove induction top. It's like a microwave convection oven down here. Over here looks like a freezer and a fridge on top, which is pretty cool, and then extra storage there. You have a somewhat smallish bed. This looks like a full, it's wider on this side than it is over here for your feet. Got a little bit of that curve there, but not bad. But let's see what's down here. This must be, to your garage, your storage, which surprisingly pretty large. That's really nice. I like that a lot. This must be their toilet area. Oh wow, check this out. You have a shower with a basin, sink, bowl, toilet area. This is actually really nice. I'm surprised. I'm pretty shocked at how nice this is actually. It's really big. I mean, look at all this space I have here. And then right above your dinette area, you also have this drop down full bed up here that comes down. So I am actually shocked at how much space are in here. This is pretty nice. Just a little VIP treatment on the golf course with the Noovo team here. It is definitely nice because I've been walking all day and I'm exhausted, so I appreciate this ride very much. So 2 of the rigs that everybody are talking about other than Noovo are the Bowlus, which looks very much like an Airstream with its sleek silver-like design, but this is definitely something interesting and different that's out there and people are talking about this. Wow guys, this is actually pretty amazing and super bougie. Check out the leather seating that they have in here. They were able to create this like galley style kitchen, which makes great use of all this space here in the front. So even though this rig is pretty narrow, the way that they design this, you have very much an open space for it, which I do really like this. So back here is the bed area. Oh my gosh, I love it. Feels like a little tree fort back there. I have to show you guys this. This is pretty cool. Look how neat this little back area is. It's like a tree fort. I feel like if I was doing a weekend adventure, this would be something I would definitely want to take. Just the details in the wood and the craftsmanship of the curved ceiling, this looks absolutely gorgeous. And all the fine details that they have here on the leather, showing their name and everything, it just gives it a touch of elegance, of class. They have the Victron system, you have your mirror and little sink here for everything, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna check out what are inside these doors. Okay, and here we have a toilet area, which is nice. Oh, this is so fun. It's almost like a little sauna with all the teak. Okay, this is a truck camper that I'm absolutely in love with the actual design inside. You have this nice kitchen area. You have a little microwave down here, fridge and freezer, and then you have this really great workspace, which I'm guessing this must turn into your bed area. So that's your dining area, and then you have this nice walk pass through into the cab, and up your ladder you're going to have a bed area. All right, now we're talking. This looks pretty cool, and honestly, this would be so fun to do something in a vehicle of this size. I think I want to tour it. Yeah, the slide out is incredible. Okay, so it's 200 diesel?
200 gallons of diesel.
200 gallons of diesel, okay. All right, guys, we're coming on inside. Oh, this is beautiful. Like, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is so nice, Isaac. All your cabinets up ahead. You have your TV. You have this huge area here for your fridge and freezer. With this huge window, I can just imagine like doing coffee, looking outside. 2-burner induction with lots of extra counter space as well. This right here is gonna be the bathroom. Let's see what's happening in here. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. I'm not used to this kind of stuff in a bathroom. Looks like you have a cassette toilet. Best of all, this nice skylight up above. to let all the light inside as well. Isaac just found the best part, guys. There's a washer dryer combo. I'm so excited about that. That's nice. The washer dryer, that was on my wish list of putting that in a rig.
We knew that you wished for it, so we built it.
And then you have another skylight here above the bed. Lots of extra storage space. Absolutely really nice with all the storage on either side, and having 2 windows on either side of your bed. It's a huge sink. Like, the sink is crazy.
You get a freshwater tap.
Okay. This is really nice, like your spice racks and pantries. I'm really impressed, honestly, with all the storage in here. Like, that is very impressive.
Everything's mounted to the
And I just really like the full pass-through. Like, that is really nice.
You feel the view, you're sitting up so high.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can see everything.
The seats look really comfortable too.
They are.
And a lot of them I've looked at, they are not. Like, the whole front side is like so industrial style, it's not luxury. It's a Kenmore at the shop.
Kenmore chassis. It has a Cummins 6.7 diesel engine in there. Then the Storyteller Overland puts huge king shocks on all 4 corners, so the ride of this thing is going to ride decent compared to just typically getting in Kenworth and building it yourself.
Okay. And does the table lower or
Slides
swivel?
down,
Oh,
correct.
slides down?
Slides
Okay.
down, and then these cushions go in and makes a really large bed, actually.
That's
It's long
nice.
length-wise.
Yeah, I was
more
going to
the
say,
width
it's
of a
actually
queen.
a good bed. You're going to go anywhere you want in this thing.
30,000-pound winch.
30,000-pound winch?
Yeah,
That's
you need to pull yourself out of
crazy.
somewhere.
Yes, no, that is so freaking cool.
Diodynamic legs.
I love it. So the RV show has been super successful. I've seen some really cool, unique builds, some vans and trucks I'm excited to take out very soon to show you guys. But there's been lots of good people, lots of good food, but it's been really fun to meet all the people and to see some different options for what might be in my future.